Welcome to our presentation about building a platform organization. In this talk, we will take you through our journey in discovering the value of platformization and how we started the implementation and continue to learn. My name is Bas Vechter, and I work as a platform engineer in the central platform organization at Dutch Railways. First of all, I'd like to share that many of the ideas we now have are built upon things we have learned from PlatformCon 2022. So thank you to all the speakers of last year for inspiring us. We hope to give something back now as we build upon these ideas.
My name is Onno Wierbos and I work as a product owner in the Central Platform Organization. Dutch Railways is the principal passenger railway operator in the Netherlands. We transport over 1 million passengers every day across 400 stations in the country. We have lots of IT. More than 100 development teams work on 400 applications every day. They develop software for planning systems and software for our trains and also customer-facing software such as travel information and payment systems. To illustrate how digital our organization is, let's zoom into our bike systems. These systems are also very digital today. For instance, the bike locks of our rental bikes must be opened and closed with a public transport card. It not only delivers comfort to our customers and avoid key loss, but it also gives opportunities for innovation, like returning a bike at another location, all to serve a very well door-to-door experience for our travelers. The picture at the right shows our newest bike store location at Amsterdam with 9,000 parking places. Our IT, software and platforms needs to be always on and at scale to deliver a very well experience to our travelers in their journey. Our central platform organization serves all these IT initiatives with IT platforms. We deliver workplaces and platforms for software development and everything team needs for doing their job and bring it to production, like tools for pipelines, test automation, and collaboration. Our ambition is to deliver one integrated development platform for all of the development teams in our organization. Dutch Railways wants to serve an end-to-end journey to our travelers. We, as a central platform organization, want to bring this experience to our development teams. We need to serve our platform capabilities as one platform. We will illustrate our approach. What developer teams do on a high abstraction level is always the same. They develop the software, they promote it, and they want to run it in production. Developers work on a developer workplace and the software lands at the platform in the public or private cloud. We begin by identifying the capabilities that need to be developed. We call these our steps in the development journey. On a high level, these are the steps we identified. The detailed image wasn't suitable for this presentation. Why is this model so important for us? We found out that it is pretty difficult to transform all of our existing platform capabilities together towards a new single platform as a service ambition. Different platform teams are successful in what they are doing, and the change towards one integrated platform costs time. Time they cannot spend on their successful capabilities they already have in place and are serving to the teams. So designing that target platform ambition and get a focus on it is pretty hard. It's big, even when you split it up into different stages. On the other hand, we do see that people in the platform teams are very willing to collaborate on specific items.
So, we need a senior narrative. And people love stories. So this is Mark. Mark is not a developer, he's our new functional cluster lead DevOps and QA. But not in this story. In this story, he represents all our software developers. And yes, that includes testers. Mark wants to build an application and he wants to run it in production. Not just any application, but the most important application in the company. Mark likes to think big. So he sets off on his journey, and you could call it a developer's journey. Getting into production requires many tools, connections, and adhering strict security standards. Suddenly, production has the feel of a huge fortress. This is where platformization comes in. How can we help our developers? We should not only follow the same paths, but we should pave them. So we bring the knights together, not on political issues. No, our knights, platform teams, want to talk business. They want to talk technology. That's the language that empowers them most. So we bring people together around technology, and every 3 months we sit around a square table and look at the opportunities and obstacles. This is what they want to do. This is how we work. But let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes. And don't let these slides fool you. There's a story behind each one of them. Remember the fortress, the knights? How can they deliver when they have hundreds of tools to build, deploy, and support? If we really want to help, we have to choose first. And we already have too many choices. We don't need choices, we need to ensure consistency and high quality in our platform products. It's important that we give our developers clear guidelines, a well defined set of tools. This helps them focus on what's important, building high quality products without spending unnecessary time on tool choices, implementation, and connecting tools, platform, and landing zones before they can use it and add value with it. Adopting a tool should be as easy as picking up a screwdriver. The outlines of the tech stacks are defined by our architecture department. They have identified 6 tech stacks. Basically, each tech stack is its own developer journey. We took the outline from architecture and filled in all the stages with skills and tools. These aren't new tools, they're tools that are already widely used by our product teams. Some of these tools are already standard. For other capabilities, it's not so clear. Or the capability has no supporting tool. Some examples of tech stacks are Java, but not limited to the Java programming language, low code, and data science. Examples of underlying capabilities in the above stages are code review, version control, and secret scanning. The tools vary from Slack to Azure DevOps to Playwright. These tech stacks can only deliver value if they meet the needs of the developers, with whom we connect through our various channels. One of them is our DevOps and QA functional cluster. Remember that place? The place where engineers come together in communities to connect, learn, and collaborate on products. As a platform organization, we need to play an active role in this. So, can all tools be mapped on these tech stacks? No, because not all tools are specific to a development language, but rather to a landing zone. So besides this list, we have 5 landing zone types: private cloud and public cloud. Solutions like AKS. Examples of tools are Chekhov, Teratest, and Argo CD. Together, they form the ultimate developer journey, including dev and ops. Will this make everyone happy? No. Still, there's so much more to tell about this, but there's no time. Someone famous once said, there's a difference between knowing the way and walking the way. We didn't start from scratch with this approach. Things grow, things evolve, like any good story. A few years ago, the testers were organized in a central department with more than 150 testers and 15 test managers. This test competence center helped the testers to connect, learn, and work together. There was a centralized team of experts working to support the testers in performance testing, test automation, and security testing. We soon realized that we couldn't support the entire organization with just 5 experts. So we developed Frameworks in a Box, a ready to use performance and test automation framework fully configured, complete with tutorials, workshops, and servers to work on. This helped, but again, we ran into scaling problems. We still ran into support issues where we were still spending too much time on implementation issues. So this had to be solved. And to do that, we adopted the well known principle of paved roads, as mentioned by Netflix, and also known as the Golden Path. They both follow the same principle. As a visionary once said, where we're going, we don't need roads. And he may be right, but until then, paved roads. By providing a predetermined, optimized path, the platform organization can ensure that product teams are able to quickly and efficiently leverage tools and technologies available without having to worry about the underlying architecture. It's a pre-architected tool solution that is fully integrated with the IT ecosystem or tech stacks. This approach can help reduce complexity and improve efficiency. In this context, paved roads can be seen as a way to provide a consistent and cohesive set of tools and technologies that can be easily leveraged by product teams. By removing the burden of configuration and implementation, the platform organization can enable product teams to focus on building software that meets the needs of end users. The paved road essentially focuses on a predetermined tooling solution, and by implementing this across a tech stack on the developer journey as a whole, teams can follow a fully supported path to production. Standardization. The word alone will make some go mad, but usually the best people are. It is often seen as something very annoying and not suitable for an agile environment. But we all know it is necessary to deliver high quality, secure, and fast products. Of course, standardization is nothing more than an agreement, and if the situation demands it, teams are free to deviate from the paved road. The only difference is, in this case, you are obliged to make sense. And you'll have to overcome some hurdles, like complying with corporate standards, such as security. We started with the paved roads of test automation, integrating with the tech stack and landing zone. This was quickly followed by performance testing, which has its own challenges, where we had to provide a load solution for each landing zone. Now we are seeing solutions pop up from pre-configured pipelines to ready-to-go landing zones to security solutions in the pipeline. Now it's not all roses. There are still many challenges: alignment on architecture, terminology, communication, prioritization, tool selection, and tool lifecycle. What we have gained from the developer journey, the tech stacks, and the paved road is a shared understanding of where we need to go. As said, connecting people through technology. Shared interest and knowledge is key to creating a collaborative environment where individuals can build relationships, share information, and work toward a common goal. By connecting people, we break down the silos that often exist within teams and enable individuals to connect and collaborate across teams and departments. By creating a sense of community and belonging, we help our platform organization function as a cohesive whole with fewer team silos. In addition, connecting people always allows us to tap into a wider pool of talent and experience and create a culture of continuous learning and development. So, whether you're looking to improve collaboration within your organization or build stronger relationships with customers and partners, connecting people through shared interest and knowledge is the way forward. By putting people at the heart of our strategy, we created a more connected, engaged, and productive workforce and drive greater business success.
This is a story about bottlenecks in our platforms. Thinking in platforms as products helped us to build better platforms. The program that implements Zero Trust network architecture asks us for assistance. Can you come up with 6 product teams for a pilot to connect the developer endpoints to our infrastructure? What connectivity do they need? And can you facilitate the pilot? Since endpoint connectivity hits all of our platform products, this was a big chance for improvement. It was hard to answer this question. In software development, we typically answer such questions based on our test set. It tells us how the product is intended to be used. For platforms, there should be no difference. Our test engineers supported us with a test approach. We took to the developer journey as a starting point for clustering and writing down the test cases that describe the intended use. Describing the connectivity was step 2. This way, we described how our paved roads from an integral perspective should work. And during pilot phase, we discovered the gaps in our paved roads. The benefits? We can deliver better quality to the teams. This is not only cost efficient, but also supports knowledge sharing over the teams, making teams more flexible and self-service. And for the program, we were able to reduce the pilot period. We did similar things for further development of our container stack and also introduced test automation to it. Not only improve the quality of the stack, but also reduce the feedback loop for further development of the platform. The second story is about using opportunities that just happen. Remember last year, the Log4j major security vulnerability? It was an opportunity to extend the capabilities of our platform. Software development teams needed quick insight in the software parts of their products, the so-called software bill of materials or SBOM. Based on that information, they could fix their software. The security specialists in our organization directly created software to inspect the code repos for this vulnerability. Later, we developed this so-called SBOM service as an extension to our platform and also consolidated other capabilities like container registries to it. We now serve this capability to the central specialists in our organization. The second step is to further develop it as a paved road solution and bring it to the teams. Creating both a centralized and a decentralized solution has the advantage of offering the same view on the vulnerabilities at different levels. This paved road solution gives the more security-minded teams the tools to mitigate vulnerabilities proactively, while the other teams can be hinted by our security specialists. We will extend this solution with awareness workshops and other capabilities for secure software development. A nice example of how we connected people in different teams around technology. Thank you very much for listening to our stories. I hope you have enjoyed.